Happy May Day. Um, I have an update for you guys. Excuse the hair. I'm actually going to just chop off what's left of it this weekend. Um, so I sent I set up a private video for my family that has more details, but I wanted to put an update here for my subscribers to see. Of course, disclaimer, this is not medical advice. Please consult your medical practitioner and or other professionals. This is only as an illustration. So if you're going through what I'm going through, at least you're not alone. And if you haven't begun to go through what I'm going through yet, this might help. So, with that out of the way, um, so last time I did a video, and I'm trying to remember, I don't remember when I did it. That it had come, we had come to the point where we were considering hospice care for my mom. They came in, VNS, and they're lovely people. I can't complain. Well, there's one person I didn't like, but but that's okay. But everyone that's come to see mom, do the evaluations, nice people. I can't complain about anybody. The chaplain came. Well, they call it the chaplain, but um, she came by yesterday, and everyone's been lovely. Now, she qualified. So Her Majesty is officially on hospice care. She qualified. Um Now the thing with two things with hospice. One, person can qualify for hospice because it's basically they're anticipating them to transition past, die, however you want to say it, um within probably a year or so. They reevaluate every 6 months to see if the person still qualifies. If the person is remains stable, or sometimes people rally when they're on hospice, you come off hospice, and then they check again and see, if their regular doctor or regular practitioner sees a further decline, or if there's a sudden decline, then they go back on hospice. So that's generally how it works. But of course, it depends on the insurance company, or if it's Medicare, Medicaid, and all that good stuff. So, so she qualified. She's underweight. Her appetite's not that great. She's still eating, but not like she used to. And a whole bunch of other criteria that they went through. They physically measured her arm with a measuring tape because they want to see if there's any muscle loss. She has a lot of it already. She's unstable just getting out of bed and walking to the commode. She's not stable. Um, she's definitely more dangerous for her to go up and down the steps. Um, Somebody has to take her down the steps and take her up the steps. And there's a whole bunch of other things that she's going through. So she qualified. Okay. The one thing, the one thing I truly need, and I have to fight to get, is more coverage. New York State really screwed me over. So I have to go through, and that's gonna happen today. VNS is going to do a reassessment. We put in a request. Ideally she needs 24 hours of care. Her care manager's like, I don't know if you're gonna get it. Maybe ask for less than 24, see what happens. Da, 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 da. I'm like, whatever. I said, okay, put me in for 8. Let me see if I can get a full day of coverage. So they called me yesterday, I guess the first person in they call it utilization management. They called me yesterday and they're like, why do you want more? Why are you asking for more hours? Do you not see the request? So I told her, and I said, well, her condition has changed. She's declined. She's actually, the hospice team actually said she qualifies for hospice at this point, and they recommended more hours for her too. And I'm telling them, no, she's having trouble swallowing. She can't be left alone to eat. She can't manage getting to the bathroom by her. She can't toilet herself, the whole bit. And I said, on top of that, I have to resume chemotherapy. I'll get to that in a minute. That's another part of the update. I'll get to that in a minute. So, um, what was I saying? Oh, so I said, and I have to resume chemotherapy. So 3 hours a day isn't going to be enough. She literally cannot be left alone. Oh, well, why don't you put in, well, I'm not sure you're going to get 24 hours. You should put in for, there's a, New York State has a program. It's called the insurance of last resort is what they call it, but the official name is something different. I think it's NTHD or something like that. It's basically insurance of last resort, and it's through New York State. Honestly, I don't want New York State coming through my door again because they screwed me over once. I'm not gonna have them mess me up again. So I played stupid. I knew what it was because I had already spoken to the people that actually run the program. But I played stupid. I said, "Oh, what's that?" So she's like, well, the nurse is gonna call you. I was like, oh, okay. She's the only person from VNS that was a little snotty. But I let it go. I said, that's fine, they're gonna call me. That's okay. So then the the nurse that's gonna do the reassessment, it was a guy. I believe he is of the Caucasian persuasion, according to from how he was talking. He called and they're going to do it today. Today's Thursday, so they're going to do it this afternoon. They're going to do a telehealth visit. Keep your fingers crossed, guys, that I can get more than 8 hours. I'm going to just talk to them. I'm going to let them see her. She might be awake by then, so they can actually see for themselves that she's not moving around, that she's actually having issues. So, anyhow, that's what I've had to go through to hopefully get more hours. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna talk to them and like, listen, I know the request was for 8, but we had to put something in there. But she really needs way more than 8. She needs 24 hours. So I don't know how it works. Um, the other problem is the agency that's currently under the contract with VNS for the 3 hours a day that I get. They don't do overnight care. Apparently, from what I heard, they're not contracted. They're not contracted with New York State to do overnight care. So I would have to find a different agency. And I already have one in mind that can do it. So those are the 2 pieces of the puzzle. I have to get it approved that they're going to cover, VNS will cover 24 hours. And then I have to shift the agency. But first things first, get the stuff approved and then figure out the agency later. That's what I'm hoping for. Now, oh, I thought she was saying something. Now in regards to this other program, the insurance of last resort, I spoke to them. I actually spoke to the woman that is in charge of our area where we live. And I told her, listen, the agency's telling me to call you guys. And she explained to me, and I may have mentioned this in the previous video. If I did, I'm sorry. But she said, we don't guarantee 24 hours. These agencies keep telling people to call us, and they really shouldn't. Because we don't guarantee 24 hours, number one. Number two, I would have to have New York State come back in and do another evaluation, which I already said I don't trust them because they don't want to. Basically, they don't want to pay. So they want to throw it all on the family. And she said if we use them because they're insurance of last resort, she would lose everything she's getting through VNS right now. She'd have to come off the hospice. She would lose the little 3 hours that we get. Everything would have to stop. Switch her over to them. And then she may not get 24-hour care. We can't go back to VNS. You can't change it. Once you take them, that's it. And whatever they give you, that's what you get. I told the chaplain yesterday, I said, I'm not going to take that chance. I'm not going to take that chance. I'm not going to take that chance. I already have everything set up for her. They've already started coming. The hospice folks have already started coming. I'm like, no. I'm not going to give all this up for her. On the chance that she could get 24 hours under this other program. So, bottom line, I'm discovering is that almost no insurance plan wants to pay for 24-hour care, even if the person needs it. Even if they're medically qualified, nobody wants to do it. And that's stupid. It's stupid, but unfortunately, that's the American way. They want to dump everything on the families. Well, this family ain't got no money to pay nobody to cover whatever hours they won't cover. And I have just spent the last 2 nights in a row staying with her by myself at night. I am sleep deprived already. I don't know how I'm functioning. Last night was the first night I was able to actually sleep because I had someone was kind enough to come over and stay with her last night. So I could sleep. And I'm feeling it. My balance is off. I'm walking in the kitchen to make a cup of tea, and I'm forgetting to put the tea bag in the cup. I tried to boil my eggs this morning. I almost didn't boil them long enough because I forgot what time I put the eggs in the pot. I'm hoping that this adventure, for lack of a better word, is coming to an end. And that she gets 24-hour care. 24-hour care is what she should be getting. Even the hospice social worker was like, no. She should have somebody. So we'll see what happens this afternoon. I'm going to just beg and plead. I'm like, listen, I know the thing said 8 hours, but she needs way more than that, as you can see. She can't be left alone at night, and I'm already sleep deprived. And my oncologist wants me to come back and continue the maintenance chemotherapy regimen. So I have to have somebody here. I can't do it anymore, and I can't pay anyone. So we'll see what happens. And yes, as far as the chemo life, which I will probably put this video under as well. I got some good news. I did the cancer DNA test a couple weeks ago. No, actually last month. Came up zero. They couldn't find anything. Can't find any trace of the DNA. So I had my CAT scan yesterday because it was time for me to have a CAT scan. Not yesterday. Oh Lord, I had my CAT scan. Wait, today's third. You see, I'm just sleep deprived. Today is Thursday. Tuesday, I had my CAT scan. I told you I was sleep deprived. Tuesday, I had my CAT scan. Guess what, folks? They did not find any new issues. I have one little spot on my lung and one little spot on a what you call it? Oh my God, lymph node. One of my lymph node. But the spots are so small that they almost didn't see them. That's how tiny they are. So, yay me. Nothing new. I don't have that on top of nothing. And I have a video call with my oncologist on Monday. And we have to start setting up a schedule to come back in to do my maintenance chemo. So on that respect, I'm like, yay me. Nothing new. Just the stuff and the spot that's on my lung and the spot that's on my lymph node, they've been there forever. They've been there. So, and they're not growing. Nothing, it's the same size as last time. And my liver's good. There's scarring, of course, from the treatment I had last year. That treatment and there's a video about, I have videos about that. A liver ablation is what they call it. It's basically radiation on the liver. And nothing, they're just scarring, but there's nothing new. So that's like, phew. So, as that respect, I'm good. But I do have to keep up the maintenance chemo. Apparently, the Keytruda or Pembro is keeping everything away. So they want me to finish up. I think I mentioned before I was approved for 2 years. I've done over a year. So I have a few months left under the approval. And they want me to at least finish that up. And then we'll do another scan and then figure out whether I want to stop treatment. So that part at least is going to plan. So I'm happy about that. So that's the deal. Beat in chat. I know. It's just been so crazy. And I'm not even sure if I can do beat in chat this weekend. I might have to do it on a Sunday night. Or I may do something. I may do a pre-recorded. I'm not sure. Only because I have to figure out who's going to be here with Mom during the night. And again, I'll find out. Hopefully, I'll find out today if I get more hours, and then I can figure everything out. But I did get all of the materials for that custom order that was requested. I got some, but a couple of the things I wanted didn't quite meet my expectations when I got the material. Some of the material wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So I ordered some different stuff, and I think it's going to work. So I will get that. That will be the next Beat in Chat. I will start the project. I won't finish it. Because I want the person to see the finished product before anybody else does. So, yeah, y'all. It's been crazy. And, yeah, as y'all can see, I'm tired. But I'm hoping that this thing is finally going to be under control. And my poor brother... He's got glaucoma, and we were referred to as the glaucoma specialist, and they messed up his appointment yesterday. We traveled all the way to all the way there, and at first they said, "Oh, he doesn't have an appointment." I said, "Oh, yes, he does. Don't mess with my little brother." And then they said, "Oh, our computers are down. We can't see any patients today, so we'll reschedule him." So why did you try to deny he had an appointment in the first place? Yeah. So poor thing. He's they postponed it. He's got to go back next Friday, and hopefully they get it right this time. Um, but he's hanging in. I have some medication to give him in the meantime until we can get there, and they better not screw it up. I was so mad yesterday, so mad. But it is what it is. Well, hopefully things are falling into place. That's what I'm praying for. By this afternoon, I will know. Next time you see me, I'll either be very happy or I'll be completely pissed off again. And you know, but yeah, that's the thing. Mommy is Her Majesty is officially on hospice, and the people have been great. I really can't complain about anybody at VNS. They've been awesome. And yeah, that's all I got for now, folks. I hopefully beat in chat. I don't know, sometime this weekend. I'm hoping for, and hopefully I'll have some more good news to share on the caregiving front. But yeah, that's what I got for now, and I will catch up with you guys on the next one. Take care.